Competition beat us again.
How?
They have a better finance system than we do.
I feel like they might have a better finance system than we do.
Workday.
How do they make better decisions faster?
Workday.
It's gotta be something.
Workday.
I think I got something.
Work.
Rob, I think
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey, there he is.
Workday, the finance, HR, and planning system for a changing world.
Overall, strength and depth of management team. In 2020, we had the team that we wanted. In 2008, when I joined in 2008, when Lehman's hit, you know what? We had some good teams in some countries. We didn't have some good teams in others. This time, the coordination and the fast-paced operation around the world was great. The finance team performed superbly, and they demonstrate they could work effectively and smartly in a crisis. In a crisis, you find out who your trusted advisors are. Have you got the right banking advisors? Have you got the right legal advisors? All those speeds. Are they there for you when you need them? You got to take tough decisions on the cost base, but at the right time. If you're in a strong financial position, you buy yourself some time to do it. But when you know roughly where you're going to go, you've got to adjust the cost base. You have to prepare for a marathon, not a sprint. That adrenaline of March and April and May, you know, we've now had a recovery, which has been actually pretty good for us. That recovery has meant that we started off at 37% down, and we're now, 20 to 25% down. So things are much better, but this is an absolute marathon. And it is very much Groundhog Day. Every day is the same, and that's been difficult mentally to manage with the teams. And then it leads to some interesting challenges for the future, I think, specifically in the finance team. We've worked phenomenally effectively remotely. Originally, everybody remotely. Then as we opened all of our offices, with the UK being the last to open, in kind of July, August, September time, all our offices came back. And we ended up in this hybrid model of 2 to 3 days in the office, 2 to 3 days at home, on a voluntary basis across this period of time. A lot of people wanted to come back and work in an office. And certainly you try to find this rhythm which works for your business, so that if you're bringing new people into your finance team, you can't train them up remotely. How do they find the culture of the business? The culture of the business is incredibly important. You have to find the ways of bringing things together, not just on Zoom calls and celebrations on Zoom and Teams. You've done all of that. The technology's been brilliant, but you've still got to bring people together in the end. And then a real challenge for all finance teams is, okay, so you can do this remote working. As my Sydney FD says, if we can work remotely effectively from Bondi Beach, clearly he lives in a much better place than I do, then what should we do in country versus in a regional shared service centre versus in a global shared service centre? What can we put into that while still keeping in my mind critical functions for Hays, payroll and credit control local? Because if we get that wrong, our business is destroyed. And all of those challenges are the ones that we're facing on today. With as well the fact that, we still underlying this have a tough economy to deal with. But the positive is the team performed really well, record cash collection, payroll on time, strong financial position. And we've been able to really focus in the last 6 months on growing the business, looking at the opportunities that came out of the last crisis, technology, life sciences, really strong recruitment markets, and investing strongly into those.